we all have stories to tell and projects we need finance. Don't talk to us about it at the parties tonight. Invite us into your office in a couple days, or you can come to ours, whichever suits you best, and we'll tell you all about them. I have 2 words to leave with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Inclusion Ryder.
And since today is International Women's Day, we're celebrating the women who have found job equality in male-dominated environments, even without inclusion riders in their contracts.
When I was a child, I wanted to be a teacher because I want to teach things to little children. I want to get them prepared to face life. Today, I'm a firefighter who stands beside people in their difficult times.
I think especially here in the United States, you know, we like to say, well, you throw like a girl or you run like a girl, and historically that's not been a very positive thing. And so I'd say give women an opportunity to try. You might be surprised at what they bring to the table, what they're capable of.
The reforms taking place at the moment and women's empowerment is really a golden age for women in all activities and sectors. Women today have the right to work and be creative in all sectors, whether in the fields or at an office or through writing and publishing.
I would like the government to keep on empowering us women so that we can be completely accepted in society, because many people do not accept the fact that women have ventured into what are considered to be male jobs.
Since my childhood, I wanted to do something that would highlight the issues of the people living here. It is because of that I chose to become a video journalist. We still face many problems here. It is a male-dominated society and men do not want to see women getting ahead in terms of a career.
It is very difficult to be recognized. I've seen a report which said Chile doesn't have a world champion, but I am a world champion. I have defended my title 3 times and it isn't really appreciated.
For more on this, Frances Reid joins me from Los Angeles. Frances, great to have you here. Look, as a woman in the media industry, what changes have you seen over your career? Has it become easier for women to enter into journalism and to progress?
There have been some changes, but arguably not enough. You see a lot of women on the lower rungs, but maybe not so many on the higher rungs, although that is beginning to change. A few years ago, I remember going into a meeting at a major network newsroom. There was only me and one other woman in that newsroom, and that news editor pointed out there were no men in that run order for the entire, flagship main news programme that evening, and the guys glazed over and shrugged their shoulders. That was a few years ago, though. I think things are changing. But broadcast journalism, like Hollywood, like you were just seeing there and everywhere else, it can be very subjective. So who's decided who's good, who's not good? That's decided perhaps by a culture that has been there for many, many years. Some broadcasters would argue that's been set up by white men for white men. That's one of the arguments that are put forward. And so that subjective view, which can be put in by men or women for that matter, needs to change, some would argue, and is not changing quite fast enough. And that can be about gender. It can also be about class and ethnicity, as we saw there as well. Right.
Frances, it is International Women's Day. Companies like McDonald's have had all sorts of marketing campaigns. How are people viewing these? Gimmick, or is there something sincere in what they're doing?
I think a lot of companies are riding off the back of this. It's not just McDonald's. We've seen Barbies this week, a whole new line of Barbie dolls launched, which celebrate women role models. So from Olympic snowboarders to environmentalists like Bindi Irwin to NASA scientists. I think consumers are quite savvy. So they know if something's not genuine. So I think consumers, the companies themselves have to be very careful. But if the message is genuine, then it works.
All right, we'll leave it there. Frances Reid in Los Angeles, thank you very much indeed.